Okay. Can you guys see this? It's called a Kano square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. So, I have some notes in here. Okay. So, is anyone here on Instagram? I know, Lindsay, you are.
I have a separate fit one too, but I just never use it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here tonight then. Okay. Nikki, do you have one?
I do.
And Stephanie, I can't remember if you do.
I do not. I was going to look into it, but I have no idea about Instagram yet.
Okay. And it's kind of confusing, which is why I wanted to hold this call, because I've been slowly teaching myself, and I learned a bunch of stuff over the past few days that I thought was really, really helpful. So I wanted to share with you guys. So, okay. So obviously Instagram is a app on your phone, but what I have discovered, which maybe I'm behind the times, is there's this website, and no, it's not called porn. What the heck is that? Statagram. Hang on. Okay, so you can see it's Icono Square. Yeah, right at the top there. And it used to be called Statagram, so I was a little confused for a second. But basically, this is your Instagram online. So what you can do here is you can take a picture, and you can post it on Instagram with your phone. But if you don't want to mess around with all the hashtags and if you don't want to mess with it on your phone, basically, because for me, I know that I do better on my laptop than I do on my phone. So first of all, if you have a personal Instagram, that's great. I would suggest for the business to start a separate one, just because you can keep your personal stuff separate. I only have one, so for me to say that sounds a little hypocritical, but I'm in the process of maybe starting a different one, but I've only ever had one, I guess for about a year now. It's my Fit for Life one. And I add a little bit of my kids, a little bit of myself, because what I'm doing is just showing who I am and showing that I'm a fitness coach as well as a mom and a friend and a wife and a runner and everything else. So what you want to do is when you have it on your phone, you want to make sure you're under public, not private. That way people can start following you and people can start seeing your stuff. So it's kind of like Facebook in that way, that you want to make sure you are considered public. And it's really easy to sign up, Stephanie, so it's nothing that's going to be too difficult to get started.
Mommy? I can start.
Sorry. I hear a baby. So what I suggest for Instagram is choosing 5 things that really represent you. So for instance, for me, I always show that I'm a mom, show my love for cooking healthy meals, show my love for working out. I'm also a big runner, and I'm also highly involved in my veterans nonprofit group. And so I guess those are like the main 5 things that I really focus on Instagram, because that makes you unique and people can find you, and you can have certain hashtags that are that you can identify with yourself. In terms of posting, see it similar as Facebook. You want to be consistent about your posting. So 3 times a day, maybe the best times are early in the morning, midday, lunchtime, and then late in the day. Usually, I think all of us except for Stephanie are on Pacific Standard Time here, but I would say probably 8 o'clock or after your time. So that's when a lot of people kind of sit down and start to look through things and start to mess with their phone when they're sitting in front of the TV or going to bed or what have you. So it's the same thing that we've talked about with Facebook, is making it personal. Don't post a bunch of stock Beachbody photos. Yes, you are a Beachbody coach, but you're not selling Beachbody per se. You are selling, let me back that up. You are sharing you and who you are, and your Instagram account is the exact same way as Facebook. You are trying to build your personal brand, and you're trying to build relationships here. So definitely make it about you. And like I said, kind of focus on those 5 things so you are consistent about who you are. There's apps that you can use on your phone. I like to use, what is it called? I just downloaded a new one. Let me look and see what it is here. Pixlr Express. I just got a new phone, so all of my apps I don't have all of them back up yet. But use a camera timer, take pictures of you working out or, cooking a meal, or take a picture of your food or what have you. But you can have an app that you can obviously mess with your pictures. And if you want to write some text and whatnot, you can do that on there too. But those apps are really good. I'm trying to think of the one I just had. Pick Funky. That's what it's called. Pick Funky. And that one I really liked. No, Be Funky. I'm sorry. Be Funky.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say.
Yeah. Be Funky. And that one's really good because there's lots of different fonts and effects and whatnot. And then you can format your picture and then put them onto Instagram. I personally like to keep mine a little clean. I don't put a lot of text on mine. So if you can see this, I'm going to show you mine right here. I'm big into black and white, so I think there's something kind of classic about it. So can you guys see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like I did a video today. Every now and then I'll put kind of like a motivational quote here, but you can see like the top row here. There's a picture of me working out. There's another picture doing some sit-ups. And so obviously you can see it's very personal. Talking about my workout gear straight into a Halloween costume. I have a picture of my husband and kids on Halloween. There's me and my dog doing some sit-ups. You know, and I'll post like, this is Chelsea, our new coach. Posted about her, got some lunch, me reading my personal development. So obviously, you know, the same that you would do on Facebook, but be kind of uniform about it. You can, if you look at my page right now, do you see kind of a color trend? Like kind of like the vintage trend? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of, keep it uniform, keep it consistent. There's another page I wanted to show you. There's a whole bunch of fun tips I'm going to show you. I'm really excited about this. I think this is the chick, but there's one. No, that's not her name. What's her name? Belmar. Huh. Oh, maybe this is her. But there's one girl I wanted to show you guys, kind of the same with the whole uniform, but she has a lot of pink in her stuff. Yeah. So you can see here, like she's got like the corals. She has the pink. She has the pink, the pink, the pink. So you go through hers, you can see kind of like the same uniform. And this is actually another coach who has, look at, she has 40,000 followers. Doing something right. But you can see if you look at hers too, it's very personal. She admits that she loves Disney, loves animals, and then everything else is fitness related. There's, you know, some food issues that she's joking about, more Disney stuff. So again, keep it personal and to what you like. And then for videos, you can do, videos can only be 15 seconds. So don't make this big long video about, you know, how to use a certain program or what is it to be a coach and then try and post on Instagram because it'll only give you 15 seconds. Use Facebook for that. Okay, so one of the biggest things I want to talk about, which is to me, which was one of the confusing, was hashtags. Like, what are they? Why do we use them? What's the big deal? You hear all these jokes about hashtags. So hashtags, let me go into mine, are a way for people to find you. And this is kind of how you can find your niche market, which is brilliant because on Facebook, you know, you can have your page out there, which, you know, Facebook's great to use, but you can't really narrow your search very much. So hashtags would be, for instance, if you see at the top here, I'm going to type in, so twin mom, that's one of my big hashtags that I use a lot. And so, oops. Okay, so all of these pictures, these are every single picture you see here is another Instagram user. And what they've done is that they have used the hashtag twin mom. So you can go in and you can look at each person. And this is, again, this is how people are going to find you. If they're looking for people to connect with and to relate with and things like that, or people to talk with. So these are all, if you can see right here, these are all the hashtags that she has used. So if anyone types in any of these, either on your phone or on this website, then they will be able to find her through these hashtags. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know, Stephanie, you haven't used Instagram, so is that making sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing, Marcel, sorry, real quick. If anybody who has their Instagram set to private, because I have mine set to private right now because I post personal stuff. Yeah. But you hashtag a picture and it's private. So if I hashtag 21 Day Fix on my private, it makes it public, the picture public. Does that make sense?
Good to know, yeah.
So, if you don't want to, if you want to make things public, then you can hashtag it. So then anybody who looks up 21 Day Fix can see yours. But so don't think just because you have it on private that your things aren't private. If you want to keep something private, don't hashtag it.
Got it. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Okay, so for instance here, I'm going to show you, these are all of the tags that I've used. And you can see they're all talking about something like USMC that talks, you know, I always try to reach out to my military crowd. Jim Dahl, Move Your Body, Fit Life, Fit Moms, whatever. But these are the ones that I most often use. And you do want to be somewhat consistent in the hashtags that you're using, because then people will be able to consistently see your stuff. If you have someone that is really into nutrition and clean eating, they're probably going to use the hashtag Eat Clean, or where's the other one? I don't think it's on here. Oh, they're clean eating, eat clean, nutrition, meal prep, things like that. So use the same ones over and over again too. You can only have 30 as a max though. But what's really cool is that if you go in and you put a picture up, you can leave it, don't hashtag it, just put your picture up on Instagram, and then maybe go back the next day, and then you can add in hashtags. So obviously if you don't put in those hashtags, the only people that are going to see your things are the people that are following you. Once you put in those hashtags, your photo is going to come back up to the top in those categories. So you can constantly kind of refresh your picture basically, which is brilliant. So if I want to go in and I want to remove all of these hashtags and put something totally different that is still in the same genre, I can. Because you can see these are a little bit different, like Fitspiration, Selfie, YOLO, things like that I didn't put on the other one. So what I could do is I'll take, like, say this chunk of hashtags and then the other chunk, and maybe I'll switch them or something to stay within the realm of the people that I'm trying to attract. So, and I'll put like mom's life and, you know, whatever, nutrition, beauty, things like that. But that's one of my favorite things about Instagram, is that you can basically constantly refresh your information by removing the hashtags and then putting up a whole new set. So one thing I do want to make note of is the tags not to use. So what you can do, go to the top, and if you type in fitness, you're going to see here, there are a ton of people that have tagged the word fitness. So you obviously don't want to tag your stuff fitness. I've been guilty of it because I didn't know these little tricks here until recently. But you're going to get lost in the sea if you are tagging things fitness. Sure, it makes sense. But by the time you tag your picture of fitness and then you go back in to look at it, you're going to have another like 50 to 100 on top of you. No one's going to see your stuff. So, you know, choose things like, let's do Fitspo. There's only 8,200. That's much better. It's less likely than, you know, 5 million or 500,000, whatever that one was, that you're going to be lost in the sea of. So choose things. And this is what this website is fantastic for, is that you can go through and see, pick certain hashtags that fit your genre, but that are not so much that you're going to get lost in the sea. So like workout. Actually, that's not that bad. I thought that was going to be worse. There's only 608, but for me, I'd want a little bit more than that. I think, let's see, I think abs was another one that was really high. Yeah, so that one's huge. So try to stay away from hashtagging the word abs. So what that's kind of cool is that you can go through and you can look up people here. So let's see. Let's see if I can find you, Lindsay.
What does Fitspo mean? What is that?
Like, it's kind of like a fit inspiration type thing. I don't know exactly what Fitspo means, but look, there's Lindsay Landfair. So, and then there's her Ready, Set, Live PDX is her her fit one. So you can look up people. You can look up. Let's look up Lindsay Matway, top coach here. Amos, shh. Sorry. Our top coach here, and you can go through and kind of see. It's nice to kind of be like, oh, what are other coaches doing, or what's working, or, you know, obviously every picture she does is a picture of her face. It's kind of her thing. that way you can go up here and kind of search for the tags that fit your pictures. Amos, come here. Come get some cheese. Come here. Come here. Okay. Another thing on your posts, let me go back to mine, is doing like a call to action. Now let me see if I can find which one it was that I did. So right here, if you see below my picture, this is what I typed in. Double tap. So when you double tap, for those of you who aren't familiar with Instagram, if you're on your phone and you double tap the picture, that means you're liking it. So you'll see a little heart pop up, and so that's you liking it. So
be careful if you're stalking people on Instagram.
Be careful. You can unlike it, but they'll see that you like it. I wrote double tap if you love a good quad workout, squeezing in some pile this afternoon, and then add a question, because what you want to do is you want to get some interaction, of course. And then I noted, have you worked out today yet? So, and that one I just did yesterday. This one, I did these hashtags before I actually found some of the information that I did today. So I'm going to be changing that. So kind of a call to actions for people to interact with you. Shoot, what was I going to say? I something had on the tip of my tongue here. I don't know. I'll remember it. But it was something about that particular subject here. Let's see, what else was I going to show you?
On your Instagram, where if they like your picture, they can click the link and it takes you to your Facebook page or something?
Yeah, you can at the top. So see right here? It has my website right there. So that'll show on my phone too. So you can do a little thing here. And this is why, like, I put in like the top things about me. So, and then, oh yes. So the big question is, how do you find followers? Like, if you put your stuff up on there, you might get some people. I've noticed there's quite a few spammers. Have you noticed that, Lindsay or Nikki?
Yes.
There's a lot of spammers, and it'll be like, here's my dating profile. I study biology in Germany. And you're like, what? And it's pictures of like one girl 5 times in weird positions. So there's a lot of spammers. So stay away from those. But the best thing you can do is I'm going to go to Twin Mom, and this is how I got 3 new ads today. So Stephanie, this was something that I really wanted to bring up to you because you were asking me, how do I continually find new people? And this is one of the ways I do it. So I'm going to go into, let's go right here to Aztac or whatever she is. Okay, so, I go through her profile and see, first of all, I make sure to see if she's a Beachbody coach, because if she is, then I usually don't look for interaction. But I'll go through and I'll look at her pictures, and like something like it shows her twin boys. Like super cute. So then I'll go in and make a comment like, so adorable. Love that age. Because then she'll see when she looks at my profile that I've got twins too. And then I will go ahead and tag her in that. So her name is, there we go. So does everyone see that comment right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and I'm gonna tag her in it, and then I'll just send that comment. So basically what I'm doing is I'll go through and just look through other profiles. So this is the same girl. So I'll go through like another twin mom. And again, this is, see, there's me right here. I was tagged under twin mom. Fit 40. We'll look through hers. I think she's a Beachbody coach.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If people, I posted a couple like little inspirational whatevers on there, and some people started following me. Do I have to follow them back?
No. You can choose who you follow. I have a lot of people that follow me that I choose not to follow just because I don't.
It's not like rude.
No, not necessarily. It's up to you if you want to. So,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no like rules or anything with that. I mean, check them out first, because you can look through their whole profile before you choose to follow them. And I always look for like the normal people. You can tell some people have really weird pictures and some won't. But like, here's another twin mommy. And I ended up making like 3 new friends today because I went through and I'll just look through her stuff and, you know, make a little comment about something and then tag her in it. And then usually when that happens, and you always want to make a comment about something, liking something is okay. But if you're trying to engage some interaction and you're trying to get some new followers, this is the way to do it. This is the absolute way to do it, is by going in and just commenting on something. Like here's a family picture of them. So there's her twins. And don't feel weird about commenting on someone you don't know. That's what Instagram's all about.
Does it notify you, kind of like Facebook, when they respond back or if somebody interacts on your page?
You will get on your phone, when you go to the app, it will have a little thing at the bottom, and it'll pop up these little orange icons. Like it'll have like a little, like, see this green thing right here, like a comment? It'll have, you know, a little bubble that pops up and say it has a number 3 next to it, which means you have 3 comments. Or it'll pop up like 4 hearts, which means 4 people have liked your photos. But you have to go into the app. It's not going to be an email. It's not going to be even on the app itself on your phone. You know how Facebook usually has like a little number at the corner? Instagram doesn't do that. So you have to go into the app and it'll pop up, you know, what your comments and your likes are and stuff.
You can go on your settings and it will give you a notification on your front of your phone. Like a text message. It doesn't beep at you, but it can tell you. But the other part, and so you can have that set up, but the other part of that is that if someone leaves a comment on your page, you can respond to that person, but you have to tag them or they won't see it. It doesn't notify you if somebody comments back to you if it's not your picture. Does that make sense? So like
yeah.
Mom that you just left a comment for was like, oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. There's no way that you would ever know unless you looked back at the picture, unless she tags you. So if you're trying to respond to somebody who comments on your picture, you have to tag them or they won't see it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like Facebook where it's just like you get tagged, you get a notification for everybody that comments on the picture.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly what Lindsay said, that if you want, most Instagram users kind of realize that now, but you'll have to be tagged in order to be notified that they're commenting, because it won't say you have 1 new comment if you're not tagged in it. So, which is why I tag people in the comments, even though it's their page, I still tag them. And, you know, whether you're having a conversation with another user on that picture or whatnot. So, okay, let me see if there's anything else. Okay, I think that was probably it. Stephanie, or anyone, I guess, does anyone have any questions on how to use Instagram for business?
I have one, but it's kind of a little bit off of Instagram too. Because your email, the one that you generally kind of give out and put on your pictures, has like your Fit for Life PDX. What is that? How did you, is that like a separate website that you set up that just kind of routes people to the Beachbody stuff? What is that and how does that work?
I'm sorry, what address are you referring to and from where?
Like when I post my fit pictures on my page,
Facebook, right?
Yep, I do the like facebook.com, like my actual health page address. If they click, they go right to my health habit page.
Okay.
But yours says Fit for Life PDX.
Right.
Now, what is that? What is that separate then, like Facebook, or is it some other website you set up?
Fit for Life PDX is my website. I'll show you right now. It's this page.
Oh, okay. So it's just how you set up.
I changed my domain. So there's instructions in the coaches page on how to do that, and it's super simple. Nicole, I have not sent you yet that email, which I promise you this afternoon. I'm going to do it when we get off the phone call. But I think, you know what? Actually, I think I sent it to you the very first email.
Yeah, you sent
So
me.
is it kind of like, and maybe that's the question, is it like PDX, is that like a brand? Like, is that something that we should be putting in our titles?
No. PDX stands for Portland.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Lindsay's says Ready, Set, Live PDX, probably because the name Ready, Set, Live was taken, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
if I
to make your own, yeah.
So if I obviously wanted Fit for Life, but that's what comes up. So I could not buy that domain name.
Okay.
So I just added PDX because it's where I live. So for you,
Yeah, I put my name in mine because.
oh, see, you can buy this. There's nothing here. So just go to, look in the instructions, go to the coaches page, the PS coaches, and you'll see in the files. Yeah, I'm sorry, you know what? It might be in the other page. I need to organize the files there because we started with the big group and then I created the smaller one. But it's in one of those pages in the files and it'll say how to change your domain name. It's like 3-step process. It's really, really easy.
Yeah,
So-
literally you like copy and paste your actual link, you put it in there, the domain you want, and then it does it.
Yep. Super quick.
So does it really matter though? Because like I have like tbeachbody.com, then I just have the / and then it says Stephanie Health Habit and it takes it right to my profile page like your PDX one does. Do I have to
no, you don't have to. It just makes you look a little more professional if your website matches your name. So it's not something you absolutely have to do. But for me, I want everything into one nice little package. Like my Facebook name is Fit for Life. My website is Fit for Life. So it's just kind of keeping a consistency with the name. So you don't have to, but I think it looks a little more professional.
Well, also too, when you're branding your pictures too, when you want it, you can, to put that whole long Team Beachbody / thing.
Good
it's
point.
Just easy. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's up to you, Stephanie. Any other questions?
How easy is it to use Instagram and go through the followers and stuff from your phone compared to your computer?
Super easy. It's very user-friendly. I didn't discover this website till about a week ago, and I've been using Instagram for like a year. So it's fine. It's totally fine. It's kind of nice because that thing I told you about where you can type in the hashtags, I think that's really fun to see. So I can see if I'm going to be lost in the sea, you know what I'm talking about? So I don't want to be in, I'd rather be in a smaller, like fit girl. That's not too bad, but like fit girl problems, I'd rather be in that section versus, this one that's got 200,000. So it's helpful, but the cell phone's fine.
What about for video editor? Because I know you threw out a couple apps for your pictures, but I already have a photo collage one that I really like. But for the video one, I just can't seem to find one that kind of makes videos nicely. Like I have stretches them really weird, and all the other ones I've tried I don't like them at all.
I used
Isn't it pick, post, play?
Yeah, something like that. Pick, post, play. I'm going to look it up really quick here. Like I said, I just got a new phone and I don't have all of my apps here.
That's it, because I just downloaded it yesterday.
Pick, post, pick, post, play. And that one is
free. Does it let you put like multiple videos together and then like add your audio and stuff like that too?
You can add audio, but you can't use like popular songs. So you have to have royalty-free music, which I'm actually working on right now. I was working with he likes to call himself my business consultant. He's a friend of mine. But he was trying to help me find royalty-free music. And someone had posted something in the Rockstar resources page about royalty-free, but they cost money. So don't pay for that. But there are some free music. There is some free music that is out there, but right now I've been using one. It's called starts with an M.
I did that one yesterday. I didn't really like it because when you post it onto Facebook, it makes the person go to a separate page.
Well, that's only if you share it from the app.
But it wouldn't let me save it to my phone.
I pay $5 a month to save it to my phone.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. So that one, Stephanie and Nikki, it's spelled Magisto. So it's a little strange in how it edits. Oh shoot, it didn't come up. I was going to show you. Darn it. Let me see if I can find. It's kind of funky. I would suggest that you do it's called clean. There we go. There's some videos. Let me see if I can find one for you, and you can see an example of it.
It's a place to get free ringtones and notifications and wallpapers and stuff. And usually the ringtones are about these.
Okay, so can you see this? Can you see this video?
Yes.
Yeah.
So watch it, and it's kind of, it does some funky editing, but it's kind of cool. It's
no sound.
Slow motion and
it's hard to watch because it like being meeting it like breaks it apart in screens instead of like a flowing video, you know.
Okay, so that's the app I just told you. So did you?
I gotta jump off. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
So did you see how that was kind of funky, Stephanie?
Yeah, and that one's the pick, post, play.
Nope, that one's the Magisto, something like that.
And that's the one that you pay for?
That's the one that I pay $5 a month for. You can make it as funky or as simple as you want. What you saw was the cleanest version. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
I didn't even know you were on.
I've been here since 6:04.
Oh, you're kidding me. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Your picture didn't even show.
Oh.
Until Lindsay got off. Oh, weird.
I see.
You're like, why are you ignoring me, woman?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Well, let's go back really quick. Jennifer, do you have any questions?
Well, I don't want to interrupt her questions. Stephanie questions. So if you want to finish with her, you can.
And so feel free to jump in whenever.
Well, okay, since I missed, I don't know what I missed exactly, but I have an Instagram, but I've never used it. I guess I could go to my 15-year-old daughter who knows how to use it. But
well, so if you've been on since 6:04, you now know how to use it, right?
But how do you, so I have Instagram, but I'm going to have to change that because it's more like a personal one, which I think I've only used it 3 times. I don't know.
Well, you can change it if you want to, the one you have, to something that's more fit related. Or you can start a whole new one. But if you've only used it 3 times, might as well just use what you have and then just change the name of it, you know?
Okay, and then how do you incorporate this iconosquare that
So this is just the online version of how to look up your stuff. I mostly use it on my phone, and then the online version is this website. So you'd log in the same way you would on your phone, and it just gives you another platform to be able to mess with your stuff and comment on things and look up hashtags and things like that.
So this isn't like an app that you put on your phone or your iPad or whatever?
There is an app that you put on your phone, and that's probably what most people use, to be honest with you, is the app on their phone. So you want to, is that what you have right now, is the app on your phone?
Yeah, just the one that's called Instagram, but
okay.
That's
this Icono one?
Square is the website to Instagram.
Correct. So this is the same thing. It's just a way for you to access it on a computer.
Okay.
So it's like having Facebook on your computer as well as on your phone. You can access it in both ways. So it used to be called Statagram, which made more sense, and now it's Iconosquare, which to me, I would never find that if I didn't research it a little bit more. So, but I realized that Chelsea's on too, and I didn't see her either. Hi! Hi. I don't like this format. It only showed me the first 4 faces, And then once Lindsay popped off, it showed me everybody.
It flips through, like if someone's talking, it'll flip through. I'll see different people pop up.
Yeah, mine's set a little bit differently, I think. So, but what point did you come on, Chelsea?
Oh, I've been here for 6:02.
Oh, awesome. So Chelsea uses Instagram as well, and she's really good at it. I believe so, because that's how we found each other. So is there anything that I went through that you have any comments or suggestions or tips or anything about?
No, I'm slowly learning how to use it myself. So I save, a lot of, is it okay to be, like those memes and stuff, when you get them off of Pinterest, it's okay to like repost those and things like that, right?
Repost the what? Sorry?
Like the inspirational quotes and things like that.
Like this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, those are things you can Google,
Yeah.
So don't feel bad about that. But I wouldn't do too many of those. I mean, I do some of them, like you can see that I have like 2 of them on the screen, and then it'll keep going down. And I don't do a ton of them. I do more personal stuff because I am building me, not anything else. But every now and then I think it's nice to put in, because I also like to do quotes on my Facebook page. So, but you can see most of this is me. So Jennifer, it's the same as you would with Facebook. Make it personal. Like the picture that you did today was awesome. That's something you should put on Instagram.
Okay.
Jennifer's coming out of her shell.
I am. It's taken me a while.
I know.